From the top of the town at 715 Main Street in historic Deadwood, it's time for another episode of the DTC Blowin Smoke podcast. Hello and welcome to episode number 45 of the Deadwood Tobacco Company Blowin Snow podcast. Joining me today, as always, the preacher, Ethan. He's right over there behind the board, mixing and mastering everything. And fresh from making toys with Santa all month long is the Angry Gnome. Welcome, Grimes.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
And because this is our first one of the new year, we've got our horns ready. Mr. Wild Bill.
Hello? Hello? Okay, I'm not going to ramp. I'm not ramping all the audio every time you blow those fucking noisemakers. So fuck off.
Like it.
It's going to distort, and I'm going to fucking leave it, man. So.
Oh, that has to stay in.
Those are the jingle bells.
Just one more. All right. Very good. And my name is iCandy Randy. Thanks for joining us. The first podcast of 2024. We put 23 to bed in the last podcast. Hopefully you checked that out. We'll be giving away our prize pack to the first person who commented on our YouTube at the end of this one. So congratulations. We'll let you know who that is. And coming up today, we're going to talk about some of the winter activities you can enjoy here in the hills. Some creative ways to smoke outside when it's freezing cold, how you make that work. Some of our favorite drinks to pair, hot drinks to pair in the wintertime, and we may or may not get to our New Year's resolutions, which should be quite fun. But first, we're going to start where we always start with what are we smoking? And Bill, what did you choose today?
I have the La Aroma de Cuba Connecticut Corona.
And we just got a fresh shipment of the Ashton product, which includes, of course, La Aroma de Cuba and San Cristobal and Ashton, so make sure you come in. Grimes, what did you choose today?
I chose the Aganorsa Corojo.
Very nice. Anniversary edition.
Yes.
And I went with one I hadn't had in a while, the Tatuaje Tuxtla Lomo de Cerdo, which is pork tenderloin. I didn't know until I looked it up. Mexican San Andreas wrapper, Nicaraguan tobacco, blended by Pete Johnson, of course, produced at the My Father factory. And something else I did not know when this came out. It has a little pigtail and a shaggy foot on it, and it's in a 25-pack. Because it is the pork tenderloin, it's wrapped in butcher paper, which was really kind of a fun thing that Pete did when he released this special limited edition cigar. Unfortunately, we don't currently have any of the packages left, but we do have a few sticks in the humidor. Make sure you stop by and grab that.
There is one.
There's one? Oh, very good.
There is one.
Make sure you come by and grab the last one. And Ethan, last but not least, what did you choose today to smoke?
Crux. Maduro.
The Epicure Maduro.
Yeah.
Very nice. Mm-hmm. Well, last podcast, we covered all of 2023. It took us about an hour and 20 minutes. We promise it won't be this long, because what did you say, preacher? Sometimes a short sermon is the best?
I've always been told that.
Yeah. Yeah. Get in, get out. Go to the buffet.
No such thing as a bad short sermon.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll take that into account.
Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, it is Happy New Year, and guess what? We got fucking snow.
Yes.
We got snow already.
We got snow.
We were begging for it on the last podcast, and about a week ago, we got, 14 inches.
Yeah.
Ethan, what'd you get up at your place?
I think we got over 20.
Over 20, yeah. So that's good news for the slopes. They'll get the snowmobile trails all groomed and hopefully have those up and running if they're not by the time this one airs. So there's another reason for you to come visit us here in the wonderful Black Hills. And we've got our expanded hours. That's going pretty well. Grimes, you enjoying your Tuesday nights?
I am, actually. It's been nice being here till 9.
We have some folks stop in before dinner and a couple stop in after dinner and have a quick smoke before they have to go do whatever they're doing for the rest of the evening. So that's been nice. That's Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday until 9. Used to be 6 o'clock. You'll see the kid on Sundays, Grimes on Tuesdays, and I'll be with you on Wednesdays. We will be open New Year's, which is awesome, the day. So actually, that's yesterday. So thanks for stopping in, everybody.
Thanks for showing up. It was amazing.
It was amazing. Sometimes I don't get my notes exactly right. This weekend coming up, the venue inside Deadwood Tobacco at 715 Main Street. Great live music, of course. And next weekend, that's the 12th and 13th of January, we have Grammy-nominated blues artist Randy McAllister with his big band. They're called the Scrappiest Band in the Motherland. A bunch of great players from Kansas City mostly. Make sure you come on down for that. A full 4-piece electric blues. So yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting. And let's see. 867s are on the way. We'll have that update for you when they have landed. Just please watch all our socials. That's at Deadwood Tobacco on everything. And we'll let you know when those are available for you to purchase. We're excited to have them back in stock very, very soon. And then it leads us to our lifestyle segment, brought to you by Wild Bill. What would you like to discuss today?
Today we're going to discuss the finer etiquette of rolling a cigar to make the ash fall off. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I don't have an ash long enough, dude.
Me neither.
So we have to come by. Mine's already gone.
Well, that was this segment of lifestyle. No, lifestyle, huh? What is the lifestyle here at DTC, Randy?
Well, I forgot to change. I'm still in my party gear from New Year's, so I wouldn't say admonished. That's
so
not
you rolled off the couch in the podcast room?
pretty much. I cleaned it though.
All right.
And
I'm not sitting on it again.
Bill was lamenting the fact that so he's got a dress code here. If you don't know, collared shirt or DTC hoodie or a DTC or a hoodie or a shirt in one of our supporters. So one of our cigar manufacturers or one of our beer manufacturers that work with us. And then we happen to be big fans of a certain brand that has a couple of X's in the middle of it. And Bill
like Dixon.
And Bill would much rather we wear our DTC flannels, like the only person who is off camera today, Ethan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's dirty.
Mine too. Yeah, I brought it just in case, but it smells like cigars for some reason.
You wore it last night.
I probably did. That's a fair point. No, I wore the hoodie yesterday. There you go. So what about our lifestyle, Bill? What is our lifestyle? What do you tell people when they come in? What's the team all have in common?
They all have dogs. They all got facial hair and an average marriage of 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they're committed, they're loyal, and they walk the dog.
Except for the 23-year-old. He doesn't quite have 20 years of marriage under his belt.
No.
He'll get there someday. Coming up, we'll visit a little bit more about what we've got planned for our new year.
That was a quick segment.
Yeah, it was a quick segment. It's just the opening. I was hoping the lifestyle would go a little bit longer.
Well, you cut it off.
When we have an ash long enough to roll, Bill will demonstrate that for you. We'll be right back to talk a whole lot more about a whole bunch of nothing. Just kidding. We got great stuff coming up. But first, here's a little segment we put together, the first of a few that we're going to do. It's called Do It Like DTC, How to Choose Your Cigar. Welcome to Do It Like DTC, How to Choose a Cigar. First, ask the professional tobacconist for help. Oh, your cigar lounge doesn't have one? Sucks for you. We have 6.
I got you.
The next part is easy. Aromatic
Sweet. He means sweet.
or traditional. Then, do you want light, medium, or full-bodied? And finally, size. Are you a shower or a grower? Because despite what your girlfriend says, size does matter.
Right?
And most of us are somewhere in between anyway. Now that you've picked out your stick, it's time to get it out of the box. Don't be too rough with the head or foot unless requested.
Consent is key.
And if there's a ribbon, use 2 hands and gently twist and pull. if you're into that kind of thing. Great, now you've picked out your stick. Coming up on the next Do It Like DTC, how to cut and light your cigar. There you go. I hope you enjoyed how to choose your cigar. We're going to come up with the next one. It's going to be how to cut it and how to light it. Then we're going to have one that tells you how to put it out, and then probably how to properly roll the ash.
Yeah,
Right, Bill?
yeah, that's a good segment.
Yeah, we'll have that one too coming up. But first, we've talked a little bit about the fact that we have snow. It's wonderful. We've been asking for it forever. But it also leads to the fact that, hey, man, I'm not really a snow guy. I don't have a snowmobile. I don't ski. Grimes, do you?
No, I don't ski, but I Jeep.
Is that what you do in the wintertime?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just air your tires down to 5 PSIs and go.
Do you have like an official club or an unofficial club, or you just go ripping around the hills?
I just go by myself. I don't like clubs.
One club in your life and that's it?
Yeah, just me.
Where
The
do you,
Grimes Club.
where do you typically go? Do you have some favorite trails you want to share, or do you want to keep them to yourself?
Wow, just running up Tenton Road. That alone, if you were to be here in the summertime, it's just a normal gravel road. But when you get some snow on it, it becomes a lot of fun.
Slip sliding away,
Yeah, until you wreck your Jeep.
which you've never done.
No, I did that actually a couple Sundays ago.
Again.
No, I took it out of four-wheel drive, and when I took it out of four-wheel drive, the rear end broke loose and slammed into a cattle grate and moved the rear axle 4.5 inches to the passenger side.
How's that drive?
Smooth.
Very smooth. It does, actually. You can ask Bill.
Yeah.
I was in it. It's smooth.
Very smooth? All right.
Even with it
Like
being
my
jacked
lifestyle segment. Smooth.
So, Bill, what do you get out and do in the wintertime?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same boat.
I don't have a sled and I don't have skis anymore.
But you have the trail at the Casa de Bill. Do you walk the
At
trail?
Crooked Oak Lodge, we do a few snow walks. If it's not deep.
You have snowshoes?
No. That's why I said if it's not deep, because you're going to go knee deep and then you can't get out.
Take the dogs out, the dogs play in it and goof off and all that?
No, sometimes it's funny to push each other down in the snow because somebody doesn't have a core and can't sit up, so she waddles up, and it's fucking hilarious. I know she's probably like, I can't believe I said that, but it's, you push her down, she looks like from that TV show around Christmas where the dude falls down, he's all bundled up. Christmas Story.
The Christmas Story, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Can't get up.
No,
Ethan-
and I start laughing. She's laughing the whole time.
There you go.
It's well worth the half hour just to walk 5 minutes.
What about you, Ethan? I know with your photography and stuff must change the palette of the local landscape. Do you get out and shoot a bunch of stuff?
I did. Like last year, my epic trip was my wife left for the weekend. I drove down to Sylvan Lake, and my objective was to take the drone up around Cathedral Spires because we had beautiful snow cover. I parked. You have to park at Sylvan, and then there's like a 5-mile hike, right? Which I thought. I was up the first hill, and I've got like winter asthma, right? Can't breathe, and I was like, man, this is a great opportunity to turn around. Because I had like an hour to get there before, golden hour. I ended up doing it because I feel like the snow was packed enough where it wasn't going to be a problem. I was wrong. It was 3 feet deep, which makes, I got 60 pounds on my back. I finally get up there. Holy cow, get the drone up. It was epic, spectacular. And then I was like, I'm gonna take the road back, right? So I take the trail down to the road. Well, this is an unplowed road, which was worse, right? It was hell. I would have been eaten by dogs, you know what I mean? Passed out, and so I do some of that, which is great. We've been up at Terry Peak. We usually go a few times a year. Take the kids skiing. My 2 younger kids are amazing downhill skiers because, man, it's a PE class. They take them up there and they just turn them loose, man.
Nice. Yeah, wear them out too, right?
Oh, man.
I'd fall asleep in class after that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I did anyways.
Totally.
Yeah. I've never heard that phrase, winter asthma. I'm going to use that a lot. Winter asthma. When it's so cold you can't
Oh,
breathe.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, the cold takes over the lungs.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They
Well-
constrict.
You have to go outside, Randy.
I do go outside.
Not in the winter.
Yeah, I do. It's 600 yards from the shop to my house. That's outside.
Do you even like get cold coffee by the time you walk that?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
If I had a snowmobile, man, that would open up so many places in the Black Hills. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of rental places around here too that are fairly reasonable and get out with a bunch of friends and just you don't ride at all, huh?
No, I've never ridden a snowmobile.
You know,
Could you imagine if we rented them and did a whole group?
Spearfish Lodge does this special every year. And I think for, I don't know, 100 something, you get a room, a dinner, you get 4 hours on the snowmobiles. There's stuff like that all over the place.
Yeah, I think 4 hours would be enough for me too. Yeah.
It's a workout
Randy,
from what I hear.
Randy,
I got a
you
bunch
drink
of.
when you do this.
What's that?
You drink when you do this.
No, it would be irresponsible to drink while snowmobiling.
Yeah.
Not at all. That's what they do.
Afterward, I'm down for that. That's what I do. That's what I do when I go up to Terry Peak. Yeah.
Do you know what? I've
Do you
never
just sit in the lodge and just
I
drink
sit in the lodge and drink.
and watch
I've
everybody
never-
else ski?
never been there.
Really?
Really?
Never gone up there.
I mean, they've got a great patio with outdoor fireplace and a lot of beverages. It's great.
Are they cigar friendly? Anybody know?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Sit outside and have
Freeze.
a stick. Yeah. Which leads me to my next question. Now, we know Ethan has a man cave where it's nice and warm all the time and he can have a smoke in the middle of winter. And, of course, Bill has his. Grimes, what do you where do you go smoke when it's freezing cold?
In my garage with a 5,000 BTU propane heater.
He's warm.
That's about it. You got to find something. I know Dave.
Didn't we crank up a propane heater one time in the old shop?
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably not advisable, but
we did it.
You know, if you got one of those buddy heaters, it'd be a little bit different. But if you're using one of those big,
I was getting a little bit lightheaded by the end of the day, but
Yeah.
it's warm.
Yeah, we froze.
Yeah, we did that. We did that at Mr. Motherfuckers one time, where we just had the garage door cracked.
Oh,
Yep.
I hated it.
Yeah, it was made your cigar taste like fuel.
It did.
This one's got like a note of propane to it, man.
I think this is a 6x from the Army. I can
Yeah.
tell by the
Yeah.
mixture.
Well,
It's not as bitter as the Marine Corps oil.
I finally caved about 2 months ago when I had to do some driving back and forth to Rapid a few times and started smoking cigars in my car. And once you start that,
Oh, dude,
it's over.
just let it go, man.
Yeah,
It's pleasurable.
it is. It is. So that's
Just get a nice patina on all that leather and felt, you know.
it adds age. At this point, it's already a 14 or 12-year-old car. I don't really care.
Yeah, smoke
Yeah.
it up, man.
That's about the only place I have to go. I know that Dave's got a little shack that he put a propane heater in. So you
So
can
wait
get
a minute. You go out to your car, start your car, flip up your iPad, watch a movie in your car, and smoke a cigar.
I have not done that yet because it just now started getting cold. But I don't really have any other options other than come down to the shop, which I do a lot anyway.
You should videotape all that.
Just relaxing, get my best work done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in my car.
Or you could just, what were you saying, guys? Put a Quonset hut or just get a hut?
no, get one of those like,
Bubbles.
yeah, the bubbles. It's like a,
Or a fishing hut or something, man.
or yeah, like a,
Yeah.
or even like a hunting blind.
Yeah.
You can get a hunting blind and throw up a freaking like buddy heater in there. That would
And you
work.
can wear shorts.
I don't think so.
But they have some
on,
great
live a
fishing
little.
huts with like the satellite, dish on the top.
Yeah, actually they do. Yeah, it's like all a whole camper and everything. They have holes in them, so when you go put them on the freaking ice, they can actually drop the whole thing down to the ground and it lifts the tires off.
It always amazes me the number of pickup trucks that you will see out on Sylvan or Pactola, and
That scares the living daylights out of
right.
me.
Half of there's so much moving water underneath the ice, and the ice will be slushy anyway. But they've got pickup trucks everywhere, man. They're just not afraid.
I went up to Hill City to ride the 1880 train for Christmas with my kids. And we drove by Sheridan Lake. And when I looked out on the water right there by that little peninsula, it was ice. And then there was fresh water. And the guy was literally 10 feet from the freaking edge of the ice. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
But hold on, isn't the train like open? Isn't it cold?
No, it's all closed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the Polar Express.
So you'd recommend that? That was good.
Yeah, it was a blast. They serve you hot chocolate and really, really good sugar cookies.
I didn't know that.
There you go. Maybe that's online for the DTC Christmas Party 2024.
Hey,
No, I went to a really good Christmas party, and I think they should do it again.
What's that?
The VFW free dinner. They had caramel corn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did.
I ate it.
There was a spread. It was 6 turkeys, 2 hams, 3 briskets, all the potatoes in the world, and Bill's over there grabbing the caramel corn.
I went for what I knew people wouldn't eat.
That's fair enough. Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, look for that coming back, the VFW free dinner. Just leave a free will offering if you can. And, yeah, it was a great time.
People were
I stopped
passing
by.
out drink coins.
Yep.
It was fun.
And then the CEO and Bill invited Molly and I back here, and we had a delicious cigar
To sober up.
to cap off the afternoon. Yes, yeah, and watch a little football. It was nice. It was nice, and Christmas Eve was nice too. We were open that day. It was a good time.
Sure.
We had a pretty good crowd in here. I think so.
No, we had a good time. It was fun.
You guys sold like 5 pipes, didn't you?
Yep, sold 5 pipes on Christmas Eve. Yeah, and we were texting. The kid was on vacation with his family, and I think, if I'm not wrong, I think the record since I've been here is 6 in one shift, and I was 1 away. But we've been so successful, Joe's got to send us a new shipment, so we have that up and stocked.
There's
Coming,
not a-
Joe.
Not a lot of places to shop in Deadwood if you're a man.
That is true.
Sam?
Yep.
Nope.
And we got what you would consider the typical shopper, where wives and girlfriends were out on the town and dudes were watching football and drinking beer and smoking cigars.
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong.
We should get some leather wallets and tell them we can laser engrave them, whatever they want. Turnaround time is 6 weeks.
We know a guy.
Yeah, I know. See,
What's the plan for Snowcross this year?
snow.
So when this comes out, they will have made a decision. So we'll post that up when we know for sure. We got some snow, which was awesome, but it was looking dicey. In the past, they've never canceled it. They have moved it to a later weekend when we needed more snow. So I couldn't tell you what's going to happen.
There's been years when they're scraping snow off people's front yards.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the 26th and 27th of January this year. Also, the Canine Keg Pull, which is a great event. Dogs of all sizes pull everything. So they have a toy division, and they pull an empty 16-ounce aluminum can down the street.
hilarious.
It's like about 50 yards, maybe 40 yards, and then they time the dogs, and it goes all the way up to, if your dog's over 100 pounds, they put an empty half barrel. With harnesses, obviously, everything's safe, and then they run as fast as they can. It's a hilarious event, and it's right in front of the shop this year, right on Main Street between Pine and Shine Street. So come on down on that
Shine
day.
your pine.
Yep, on the 27th of January. We'll be here. Oh, and we're dog
I
friendly.
didn't realize what I said when I
That's
said
about ready,
it.
that's about ready to say. I was gonna say, we're dog
I saw
friendly.
you shaking your head, and I was like,
that was wrong,
Oh.
man. That was wrong.
Was that a wax your skis reference or something?
yeah, I slipped it in and didn't mean to. Here we go again.
But we are, as Grimes said, we are dog friendly. So anytime, if you have a well-behaved dog on a leash, they're more than welcome to come into the shop. And of course, with the Canine Keg Pull right across outside the door, right at the street, we'll have some bowls of water out there, fresh water, and you can come warm up and have a cigar while your dog gets refreshed. It's a quick way for us to clean the shop floor too.
Whenever people with dogs have asked me if we're dog friendly, I say if it's a good dog. But those are the dogs that always take a shit, man. I'm telling you what, it's happened numerous times.
No, the worst is Shipping Bitch's dog. Consuela's dog, when she would come in here, and I would open that day because the shipping office is in the front, and when she's in earlier than us, and then we would come in to open the shop, and I'm looking around, and I was like, it's a tiny dog. What's it, like a rat terrier or something?
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and I walk out, and I was like, oh, man, somebody put a big ash on the floor and didn't sweep it up. No, it was not an ash.
Did you pick it up with your bare hand?
No, I called Consuela.
That's an old dog, man. Deafer than a doorknob. Man.
Oh yeah, basically going blind. I think
Holy
too.
cow, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like having Helen Keller.
No
for,
teeth.
I can't even bring my dog in here.
No, it cornered me.
I know.
That was kind of funny.
The fuck it was.
Well, you raised your arms up at him and you had a cigar in your hand, and he doesn't like smoking because he barks at me all the time when I'm smoking.
Send him back to school and retrain him.
I know, right?
The one time that I brought my dog in, Bill came in with a hoodie and my dog freaked out. He was scared. Super scared, man.
Oh, I walked in with Bill that day. I think I remember that.
She did pee, man. She was so scared.
Oh,
Intimidating.
you know what they say? Dogs are good judges of character.
They should be intimidated.
So when you're out, and then doing these fun winter activities and stuff, and you have a cigar, obviously sometimes it's a little chilly, so you may not want a beer. What do you guys drink when you're out in the wintertime having a cigar? What's your hot beverage of choice? I know coffee in the morning. We all do that. But you do anything special in the?
Yeah, I do ice water.
Of course you do. Ice water in your veins. Ethan, are you like an Irish coffee or a hot toddy kind of guy?
I just I fill up the thermos, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't put anything special on it.
Hot chocolate. Mm-hmm. I drink that. I had one the other night after dinner. That was our dessert. Jody wanted a hot chocolate, so we had a hot chocolate.
There you go.
And a cigar.
Chocolata.
What'd you pair it with?
I don't even know what the fuck I smoked.
Tatuaje 18 Cellar Reserve?
No.
Okay.
Probably.
I just knew that's what you had at the house.
I think it's a
Gurkha?
La Aurora. Maduro, Nicaraguan.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, since this is day 2, and you can see very little has changed here in 2024. Oh, yeah. What's your New Year's resolutions? Now, I'm not really into the whole New Year, new me bullshit because no one ever really changes, especially when they put it up on social media. I'm going to do this, this, and this, and these are my goals. I'm like, that's what you said 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I'm not a big fan of it, but we'll start with Grimes over there. What are you going to work on for 2024?
Well,
That's
really
a lot
like,
of
I'm
shit.
the same way, really. I hate to say it. I
Yeah.
don't like doing that because, like, I'll say I'm not going to do this year, and then all of a sudden, within 4 hours after I say it, I'm usually smoking a cigarette.
Have you tried that before? Have you tried to give up cigarettes for
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you do that and still smoke cigars? Are they different? Because I've never smoked cigarettes.
Yeah, I can do both.
Yeah. But you can't like just not have a cigarette and only smoke cigars?
No, because
Different-
the nicotine hits me differently.
Yeah. You gotta,
It's a different. It's just like liquor. Different types of liquor do different things to you. Different types of cigars do different things to you. Like a mild is real nice and easy. Yeah, a cigarette's just way different.
of course, you only smoke menthols, but we'll leave that alone.
Well, yeah, I know.
What about you, Ethan? Anything in the past that you've made a resolution or anything you want to work on this year?
I've already gone through. I mean, I pulled up my hard drive. I was cleaning it up. I pulled up all the pictures that I shot from 2023 and set some goals, man. Mm-hmm. I think that's helpful for me to get my head around what do I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what direction you want to go to? What have you find
Yeah.
something you haven't explored?
What have I not shot? What are the trips I need to pencil in and
Go
do
from
stuff
there.
like that. Yeah.
Yep. Bill, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that I'm going to bake more for 2024.
I don't know if that's a lie or it's just funny enough that it could be true.
You'll find out in 2024. All I got to do is bake one item.
What kind of
than
stuff are we
20
talking about here, man? Talking about delicious breads or, sweets or what? What?
Brownies, of course.
Brownies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookies.
Oh.
Homemade cookies.
Yeah. You got a special recipe?
I actually do for chocolate chip cookies. They all come out alike, and you think I store-bought them.
Yeah. But you're
No lie.
the crispy cookie guy though.
Don't worry, you'll love them.
Yeah. You got to dunk them in milk.
Yes.
When we've got a security guy from bakery up in Belfouche who brings amazing donuts.
He'll be here this Sunday. Or
So this
New Year's
dude
Eve.
brings in like 2-3 boxes of donuts, and then Bill just rips him a new one. Where's the milk? And I'm like, what the F is wrong with you, man? Like, it was funny. It was funny.
I can be funny.
Gotta have milk.
Yeah.
Like,
The poor
are
guy.
you 10, man? Like, what's going on here?
9 3/4. All right, my birthday's coming up.
Do you need some Nestle chocolate with that too?
That was the hot chocolate we had with little marshmallows.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, she likes marshmallows. I didn't use them, so I cut a big marshmallow up too and put more marshmallows in.
Very
But in the
good.
wintertime, we do Irish coffees too,
Sure. Yep.
with Tullamardu and whipping cream, and we do it the old-fashioned way.
Do it
I just
upright.
like Kahlua and coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like coffee.
Maybe ice fishing. Maybe that's what I'll do this year. I haven't been in a while.
Yeah?
It's more like ice drinking. There's not a lot of catching involved.
We got to fish
That's
where the
usually what
fish
I do
are.
when I go ice fishing.
Yeah.
I sit there and watch everybody else fish, and I sit there and just get drunk.
See, Ethan, that doesn't sound like fun. Sitting outside, freezing my yin yang off. Like,
No,
yeah,
it's
this is
warm
good
in
time.
there. That's what I was saying.
No,
Got to have a shanty.
no,
Haven't you seen Grumpy Old Men? Got to do that.
I live that.
I watched that movie like 2 days ago.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you still have a crush on Anne Margaret?
Who doesn't?
Well, yeah. A little
Best
bit.
part of Grumpy Old Men is the outtakes, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's his name?
Who's the oldest dude? He's like
Oh.
120.
Yeah. He was in
God,
Rocky.
it's
Yeah,
freaking
that-
hilarious.
that guy.
Yeah, the trainer, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great show. Well,
Did you know that guy where that bar they were at is an actual bar? They make good hamburgers, but the owner, every picture in there, he's got a cigar in his mouth.
really?
Yep, absolutely true.
Well, that's cool. Speaking of, we've got some stuff coming up for the rest of the first quarter podcast. We got a pretty good menu lined up for you. We've featured some cigar greats of the current industry over the last few, and we're going to move on and do some different topics that people have asked us about, and we're going to do a few different ones here or there, and we'll let you know exactly what's coming your way. For example, we have the women of DTC coming back. Every time some of them come in the shop, when are we going to do it again? When are we going to do it again? Well, we're going to do it again right before Valentine's Day, so
right.
that'll be very special. Yeah, and you just wait because it's actually I think it might come out after Valentine's Day, so we'll ask them which husband was the most thoughtful.
You know
it's
they've
gonna
got
be me.
stories that we would just never tell, right?
That we would never tell, or they will.
We would never tell. They're going to bring that out.
Oh, of course.
That's
they will.
house
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pillow talk.
Yeah.
The good news is you know how to edit.
I do. I got the con, man. I like it.
So we'll take that away. We're also going to do our 50th episode. That's going to be right before St. Patrick's Day. We're going to do that live in the main part of the tobacco company. We'll be on stage. We will have an audience of some of our friends and regulars and invited guests. We'll have microphones and cameras on them so they can ask questions, and it'll be an interactive live podcast for that one.
50th.
50th, yep. Working on having a musician sit in as well and play some original tunes for that podcast. So
Nice.
that's coming up here in a little bit. One that I'm really excited about that we've talked about in the past, and we've just kind of been trying slowly to gather the materials because we want to have as much as we can, is the history of cigars in Deadwood specifically, but also the Old West. Because if you've noticed around town, there are all these ghost murals on buildings where talk about owl cigars and other cigars. They've been a part of Deadwood since Deadwood was not even Deadwood.
Yeah.
So we're talking 150 years of tobacco, specifically cigars, history in this town. Yep, so we're going to talk about some of the people that you know and love, like W.E. Adams and Bullock and all those guys and their cigars. And, of course, Poker Alice is probably the most notorious for always having a cigar. So we're going to talk about the history of that, and we're going to have one coming up all about Black Hills beer. We're inviting our representatives from our 3 distributors we purchase from to fill you in on what's coming up for the new year and all the fun things that are going to be offered here, and a bunch of them, obviously, we will have in
Are we
ours.
drinking?
For that one, yes. That one might be shot after hours for safety.
For safety reasons.
Ethan's like, I thought we just did the schedule.
So
What's this after hours?
we're having Jeremiah Johnson coming.
We're not having Jeremiah Johnson specifically, but we'll have Joe from Fisher Beverage, who distributes Jeremiah Johnson.
Okay, that's good news.
Yes, and then we're going to have Jesse from
Growlers,
Quality
yes.
Brands, and then we're going to have Tim from Global, and hopefully I'll have them fight. That's the plan.
Have them argue.
My money's on Jesse. He's a scrappy little bastard.
Oh, I thought we were doing like a mud pool or something.
A Jello pool.
I don't think. Okay, then my money's on Tim. So make sure you stick around for that. It's going to be a great time. I think, without further ado, as preacher said, there's no such thing as a short sermon. There's not a bad short sermon. So unless you guys have anything else for the first one of the year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
But can you imagine if during the wintertime, slow season, we would have a mud pool, man, and open it up for wrestling? That would pull them in. You know what I'm saying? That would be a great Friday or Saturday entertainment, man.
Put them right on stage. We've got the lights for them. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Keep going. Flesh this out.
Dude, I mean, I don't want to go into, a couple of chicks squaring off, but I mean...
Two little people.
If we can get Shorty in to do some mud wrestling, that would be phenomenal, man.
I bet we could. How many bottles of Camus do we have
Seriously.
to give him?
He would do it, man. He would do it.
He probably would.
That'd be awesome.
Can we get him one of those little leotards like Borat wears?
I figure you put Shorty in just a pair of European bikini.
It's got to be lime green. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm sure he'd be down. When's Shorty here next? St. Pat's?
Yeah.
Hey man, that's only a couple months away.
And then make him wear the dog collar.
A spiked one.
Oh, it just took a dark turn.
Whoa.
Skittles too, coming at you.
Yep. Well, that'll just about do it for episode number 45 of the Deadwood Tobacco Blowin' Smoke and Snow podcast. Make sure you step back in for the venue at Side 715 Main Street at Deadwood Tobacco the 12th and 13th of January. Grammy-nominated blues artist Randy McAllister, the scrappiest band in the motherland, will be here. A whole bunch of other fun stuff. Make sure you check out our socials. That's where everything is listed. And for episode 44, we had a contest for the first person to comment on our YouTube saying that, hey, man, I made it all the way through, because that one went a little bit long because we talked about all of 2023. And congratulations to 11 Bravo 84. You were the first one to watch it all the way through, and we have reached out to you, and your prize pack will be on the way. So we appreciate your support. As always, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe,
Smash.
tell us what you like, tell us what you hate. We'll have some more of the regulars stop back in. Some have been on vacation for a while. The kid needs to make an appearance, and the rest of the crew will be here as well. But for now, that is it. That is Wild Bill, the boss of the shop, Jason Grimes, the preacher, Ethan, behind the board. My name is iCandy Randy. Thanks for spending some time with us. Happy New Year!